People often call being an empath a gift, you guys. You feel deeply as an empath. You connect with others in ways that most people can't understand. You simply sense things others completely miss. But here's the part that no one talks about, you guys. No one talks about how this gift comes with a hidden cost. All right. And it's not, and if this isn't managed properly, the very thing that makes empaths very powerful can also break them. Yes. All right. So today we're going to uncover, okay, what that really costs. Okay. What this gift really costs you as having been an empath, the neuroscience behind it, and how we're going to reveal what empathy does to the brain and how self-empathy and faith can turn that burden back into a strength again, you guys. So thank you for joining me on Trauma Talks. My name is Crystal Booth. I'm a therapist. I am a trauma recovery coach. And today we're going to get into more of the brain, the neuroscience, and how impacts aren't just sensitive, they are wired differently, you guys. Okay, empaths often have a hyperactive mirror neuron, the cell in the brain that reflects the emotions of others. Yes, okay, that's what that is. And that's why an empath can walk into a room and immediately feel the tension, the sadness, or the joy of everyone else. It's almost like an emotional secondhand smoke. Okay, yeah. That's kind of how it works, all right, for the empath, all right? But here's the problem, you guys, okay? The brain doesn't always filter what's yours from what belongs to someone else. Yes. You end up carrying pain that never belonged to you. And over time, this takes a serious toll on the empath. Yes, it can lead to burnout, you guys. Yes, being an empath can definitely lead to quicker burnout, okay, than other people, okay? So the emotional toll of absorbing this pain is the part that is most important, okay, that you guys need to realize. Carrying others people's emotions sounds really noble, but it comes with exhaustion, anxiety, and even physical stress. Yes, physical stress to the body, okay? You can even get more trauma this way. You might find yourself constantly drained, needing extra time to recover after social situations, or even questioning your own identity because you're so absorbed in other people's lives all the time. Yes. Okay, I know what this feels like. Okay, the hidden cost of empaths is that it can erase you. Isn't that crazy? You start to live so deeply in the feelings of others that you lose track of your own feelings. Yes. You lose track of what you really think and what you really feel and what you really need and what you're really going through. Okay. So I really want to help you guys with this on Trauma Talks today. This is something very important if you're ever going to really heal from burnout. Okay. So why self-empathy is non-negotiable. Okay. It's non-negotiable. Here's the turning point, you guys. Self-empathy means treating yourself with the same compassion you so easily give to others. It's asking what's mine to carry and what's not yours, okay? Neuroscience shows that self-compassion rewires the brain. It calms the nervous system, you guys. Yes, and it reduces stress responses. That's what self-empathy does. And it restores balance between your inner world and the outer one, okay? The outer world, okay? Yes, okay? So without self-empathy, you'll keep drowning in everyone else's emotions. With it, you will create healthy boundaries as an empath that allows you to care deeply without destroying yourself in the process. Yes, this is very, very important. We need empaths around. We don't need to destroy ourselves. Okay, we don't need to overdo it. Okay, so let's get into the role of faith in this. Okay, in restoring the balance, you guys. Okay, all right. Psychology only explains part of it, you guys, but faith completes the picture. Okay, faith doesn't have to mean faith doesn't have to mean just you know It means trusting in God, okay? It can express it. You can express it through prayer, through meditation on the word, or simply communicating with God. That's what faith, when I say faith, that's what I mean. Faith anchors you beyond emotions. It reminds you that you don't have to carry the whole world on your shoulders. Okay? You don't have to do that. For the empath, faith becomes a lifeline. Yes, back to sanity. It can create space to release what doesn't belong to you and to trust that healing doesn't depend solely on you. Okay? People's healing doesn't depend solely on you. Okay, isn't that crazy? That perspective transforms empathy from a heavy burden into a sustainable strength. Okay? All right? So let's go a little bit further into this. Okay? All right? We gotta get rid of the using this burden as using this gift as a burden. Okay? When your gift becomes a burden, it's no longer a gift. When an empath learns to balance empathy with self-empathy, okay, and faith, everything changes. Everything changes. The exhaustion fades away. The resentment fades. The gift of empathy becomes just that, a gift, not a weight, you guys. Not a weight, okay? So you still feel deeply, but you're no longer controlled by those feelings or by other people's feelings, okay? How they feel that day, okay? It's not your problem. You still connect with others, yes. You still understand others, but you don't disappear in the process, okay? All right? The cost turns into strength, okay? We want to get you back to that strength again, okay? So let's close this out today, you guys, okay? So here's the question. If your empathy is serving you, or is it slowing you down and destroying you? You gotta ask yourself that question. Which is it? If you ever felt drained by carrying other people's pain, this is your moment to pause and ask, what's mine and what's not? What's mine and what's theirs? Okay? Because when you learn self-empathy, when you root yourself in faith, okay? Faith, all right? Faith that they'll get theirs. And when you trust the balance between giving and receiving, I call it the law of reciprocity, your gift finally becomes what it was always meant to be, a way to heal both others and yourself. Because you do have a gift, okay? And it needs to be used properly, okay? So if this spoke to you, you guys, share your thoughts in the comments, okay? I'd love to hear your story. And if you know any empaths who need this message, hey, if you know anyone who needs this message, send this to them. Because the gift of empathy doesn't have to break us. It doesn't have to break us. It can build us up and make us stronger, okay? All right, as empaths. So thank you guys for joining me on Trauma Talks, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, bye-bye.